Doris, I have something important to tell you. I've made a decision. I'm getting married.
Really? You, Gloria? Getting married?
Why are you reacting like that? I'm your little sister, and I just shared the news of my upcoming marriage. Shouldn't you be saying congratulations?
Of course. Congratulations. I'm genuinely happy for you. But, wasn't there something you used to say since we were little? You wanted to be like those girls on TV, the supermodel types. You didn't want to settle down and wanted to have many relationships, living that kind of lifestyle. You specifically mentioned not wanting to get married.
That's old news. I've changed my perspective. Nowadays, I'm constantly being approached by numerous men, and honestly, it's becoming a bit monotonous. I'm going on countless dates and receiving so many gifts. Being attractive is quite exhausting. That's why I've decided to put an end to it all and get married.
Oh, I see. That's your reasoning?
I apologize. I suppose you can't understand how I feel. Being conventionally unremarkable, your face has never been popular with men. Your personality isn't much better either. You're pretty much equivalent to a plain slice of bread. Frankly, I can't believe someone actually married you.
Yes, enough with the teasing. Just tell me who your fiancé is already. As your sister, I'm naturally interested in who you're marrying. Is he someone I know? Is that why I'll be surprised? Although, I don't have many male friends.
Doris, you don't have many friends at all. Let alone good-looking ones who I would consider marrying. You're not attractive, and you lack charisma. Your life is rather unfortunate.
Fine, let's move on. Just answer my question. I want to know who in the world is marrying you, Gloria.
Well, I thought you would ask. I think you'll be taken aback when you hear.
As your sister, naturally, I'm curious about who you're marrying. I will ask, of course. Is he one of my friends? Is that why I'll be surprised? Although I don't have many male friends.
Doris, you barely have any friends, let alone good-looking ones who would be suitable for me. You're unattractive and far from cool. You're practically a human equivalent of plain bread. It's truly a tragic existence.
Yes, enough with the mockery. Just answer my question already. I want to know who on earth is marrying you, Gloria.
I'm marrying your husband.
What are you talking about?
I said I'm marrying your husband. I'm marrying Fennel.
I don't understand.
Well, are you surprised?
It's more than surprise. What's going on? Why would Fennel be marrying you, Gloria? He's my husband.
He's your husband, but once you're divorced, can't he marry me right away? It won't matter at all that he was previously married to you.
All right, what's going on here? Explain yourself. You couldn't possibly be. Did you have an affair with my husband?
Well, what do you think?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Anyway, will you please sign the divorce papers soon? I mean, I can't forgive you for getting married before me, sis. How could someone as unattractive as you wear a wedding dress before me? And you married a doctor, for heaven's sake. It's unbelievable. It doesn't suit you. You should be a miserable, lonely mess, sis.
I truly can't believe what I'm hearing. This must be some kind of joke, right? So, you decided to steal Fennel from me? What kind of terrible reason is that for stealing your sister's husband?
Yeah, that's right. What's your problem? He wasn't happy, so what's wrong with ending your relationship?
What's wrong with you?
I was so frustrated seeing my unattractive sister marry a doctor. I've been with like 100 guys, and none of them were as good as Fennel. But you married the man you dated in college, who happened to be a doctor. You talked about him so much. Of course, I wanted to destroy your relationship.
What's wrong with me being happy? This is outrageous. What did I ever do to you?
Seriously? Just seeing your hideous face happy is more than enough trouble for me.
Wow, that's terrible.
Only beautiful people like me should be allowed to be happy and smile. Hideous monstrosities like yourself should just continue with their wretched existence.
Gloria, do you realize how terrible what you're doing is?
Besides, Fennel is already head over heels for me. I just needed to show a little interest, and he immediately asked me out to dinner. It was much easier than I thought. He even said I'm much more beautiful than you. He's madly in love with me. When I asked him if he'd like to be with me instead, he immediately said yes.
Fennel did that.
Absolutely. Moreover, Dad is also happy about me marrying Fennel. He thought Fennel and I would make a better couple since you started dating him. He said if it makes me happy, then it's okay. Everyone just adores me too much.
As much as I hate to admit it, I believe he would say that to you. This is typical. Everyone taking your side and completely abandoning me.
I suppose there's nothing you can do, huh? When one sister is beautiful and the other is ugly, the beautiful one gets all the attention, right?
Yep, our parents have been like that since we were little.
Yes, after you got married, Dad even built a new house for our parents to live with you. I guess it doesn't matter as long as one of us becomes his spouse.
So, that's why Fennel chose you, huh?
Bingo! You're unattractive, but at least you're not stupid. Well, good luck with the divorce.
Hey, Fennel. I've already completed the divorce papers. Simply sign your sections and bring them to the courthouse.
You've already done it.
Yes, I have. There didn't appear to be any other option. I'll pack my belongings soon. But can I stay here a little longer? I need to find a place to rent now.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I've made some arrangements for you.
You did? You're really well prepared, huh? You wanted me to leave that quickly, huh?
Hey, that's not fair. Weren't you the one who wanted this?
I didn't want this at all.
I'll send you the address to your apartment later. Once things have settled down, I'll come by. So will you just stay there a little longer?
Hold on. What do you mean? You'll come by? Why would you come to see me after getting a divorce?
Ha! Isn't it obvious?
Obvious?
It seems like you're a bit out of the loop. Let's backtrack a bit. Could it be that you don't know what's going on, Doris?
I really don't understand what's going on now. You're divorcing me, and you're going to marry Gloria, right? That's what Gloria told me. My parents agreed that you and Gloria should get married. So the four of you are going to live in this house while I have to leave, right?
Wait. Just hold on. Slow down.
Huh?
I'm sending you the apartment address now. Once you've signed the divorce papers and gathered your things, can you go there? I'll explain everything later when I can come over.
Explain everything.
Look, just go there. You just need to trust me. I'll meet you there.
Hello. Hey, sis, how are you feeling? Did you have a conversation with Fennel about the divorce?
Yes, we did. We had a lengthy discussion about it. I completed the divorce papers promptly, and they're all signed.
That's great. Thank you so much. Fennel surprised me. He was more assertive than I expected in getting you to sign the papers. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do now. Anyone would be eager to have such a beautiful wife as soon as possible.
Absolutely. You're so different from me. You're incredibly beautiful. You have received all of our parents' love. No guy could ever resist you.
That's just how life goes. It's like winning the jackpot in a lottery. That's why your husband is already mine. I thought you would understand after talking to Fennel. But there's not a single person who needs you, sis. Now that you understand that, please take the divorce papers to the courthouse quickly and disappear from everyone's life forever.
You don't have to tell me that. The papers have already been taken to the courthouse.
Goodbye, ugly. I wish you a good life. I'll live happily ever after with Fennel, Dad, and Mom.
Yeah, I hope you have a good life too.
This morning, I woke up and all of his things were gone.
Oh, really?
Why did you react like that? We were supposed to bring our marriage forms to the courthouse today. Ah. Don't tell me that you kidnapped him.
Kidnapped him? Why would I do that?
It's so strange that he just disappeared. Doris, you kidnapped him, didn't you?
How could you even come up with something so ridiculous? Gloria, just calm down a little.
What? How can I be calm right now? You didn't want me to take your husband from me, so you abducted him. You were so hurt that he was taken from you that you kidnapped him. I can't believe it. Don't do something so foolish. Return Fennel to me.
How could you suggest that I kidnapped him? Fennel is with me now willingly.
I knew it. You kidnapped him and you're lying. I'm calling the cops.
First of all, I'm 5 feet 5 inches. There's no way I could kidnap a grown man, so drop that story. Anyways, we're going to submit our marriage license again. We're quite busy, so talk to you later.
What? Hold on. What is this sudden development? You better mean you're submitting our marriage license, not yours. Fennel is marrying me. I already told you. Why would you two be submitting documents to get married when you just got divorced?
The whole thing was a symbolic gesture.
What are you talking about?
Why would I marry you? The only wife for me is Doris.
Wait a second. Who is this? Is this Fennel?
Yeah, that's right. I wasn't kidnapped or taken away. I left of my own accord with Doris. We won't be returning to that house. I have no intentions of meeting with you or your parents.
Why not? We need to get married.
I always thought you guys were strange. You all mistreated your poor sister. Your parents overlooked all of your selfish actions. As Doris's husband, it was difficult to see how you behaved towards her every day.
What do you mean difficult? It's always been like that. It's no big deal. It's natural to torment unattractive people. Only beautiful people deserve kindness. It's normal to treat ugly wrecks like trash.
How could you think something like that about your own sister? I hoped I could improve Doris's situation even just a little. That's why I moved in with you and your parents. That's why I helped remodel the property. But your parents never changed. And then you tried to steal me away from your sister. God, it makes me sick. So that's when I decided to do this. I'd get us both to escape from that house together.
Seriously?
I didn't care what I had to do. I just pretended to be charmed by your charms. Nobody would ever want to marry you.
Hold on. Then, you never really intended to marry me? You said you were going to make me your wife, though.
Sorry, Gloria. I was always his. I'm always going to be his. Nice try, though.
OMG, what have you done to me? Don't butt in out of nowhere, you unattractive wretch. Don't start getting all cocky, you disgusting freak. Just because you've finally found one person who can actually stand being around you.
I'm not really being cocky. But it doesn't really matter. We've already left. We have no intention of returning. We temporarily divorced for the sake of the ruse, but we're just going to get remarried. Let Mom and Dad know.
Whatever. You'll be back sooner or later. I was never serious about taking your husband from you anyway. I'm more than satisfied with just getting the house. Now I get the new house, and my ugly sister gets taken far away from me. Thanks so much. Could you let Fennel know that he did a wonderful job of taking out the trash?
What are you saying? You know that the house still has to be paid off, and the loans are in our family's name, right? Oh, I guess maybe I should say your family's name? Yeah, when the house was being rebuilt, Dad insisted that the house stayed in his name. He was just like, the house is mine, you'll just pay for it. I guess he's the real cocky one. Isn't that too bad?
You can't be serious. Is that true?
So, the whole loan is in Dad's name. All Fennel was doing was giving Dad money, so that he could pay off the loan in his own name. Fennel thought that would make Dad stop mocking me all the time. But it never did. He's regretted the situation every day since.
Wait. If the person who has been paying all the bills is gone now. OMG, does that mean? We're going to have to pay for it all ourselves. We're going to have to pay off the entire mortgage?
I'm sure if you all work together, you can do it. Dad can't get away with not paying it back. I guess you'll be able to find somebody who can pay off the mortgage quickly. I mean, you are just so beautiful, right, Gloria?
There's no way I could find a person who would do that. Stop messing with me.
I'm not messing with you. Well, I guess the three of you are just going to have to work really hard. If the three of you work together, you should be able to do it.
I can't work hard, though. Don't you know, sis? Dad quit his job.
What?
He was like, my son-in-law is a doctor, so I can retire. He's already handed in his resignation. We definitely can't pay off a mortgage now. Besides, Mom's always been a housewife. I want to party a lot, so I only work 3 days a week.
The three of you are really going to have to work hard, huh?
We won't be able to do it even if we work hard. Hey, you don't need to come home, but can you just pay the mortgage? We remodeled the house just because we thought that Fennel would be paying for it. Dad's going to be mad that he broke his promise.
But Fennel didn't sign a contract or anything. He has no obligation to pay for any of it.
What? Do you really think you guys can get away with this?
If you thought that Fennel was going to pay for it this whole time, you probably shouldn't have behaved in a manner that made him feel like he needed to get the heck out of there.
What? Do you mean we should have kissed up to you two all the time? Why did we have to fawn after such a hideous creature and its husband?
I didn't need you to fawn over us. I never asked for that. But if you intend to live off another's work, isn't it normal to at least expect a person like that to be nice to you?
Shut up. I've heard enough of this. Just leave the money and go. You can go, so just send us the money. Just enough to pay off the mortgage.
That's going to fall on Dad. It is his name on the contract, after all. Have a nice life. That's what we're going to do. Following that, we departed from that dreadful house without any intention of returning. For the time being, we resided in an apartment, but recently we made a down payment on a new house. It appears that my family faced difficulty in meeting their mortgage payments. Frankly, it's not surprising considering they relied solely on Ted to cover all expenses. Consequently, they were forced to relinquish their newly renovated house. Subsequently, my unemployed parents exerted pressure on my sister to secure a low-cost apartment for the three of them. That seems to be their current place of residence. However, every day my parents persistently nag my sister to expedite her marriage to a wealthy family, in the hopes of escaping this dire situation. And whenever she does come across a decent suitor, my parents inundate her with inquiries about his income and whether he would allow them all to move in with her. It appears that the relationship tends to deteriorate following such discussions.